Yeah. Yeah, I was in the school band. We went to Edinburgh on tour. Yeah, and haven't been back since, so I'm very excited. So Emergence was my first time ever working with a big ballet company. And so I decided, rather than working on a kind of choreographic complexity within an individual, decided to try to achieve a complexity across many bodies. So I chose to work with a big cast. So emergence in nature is what happens when a large group of individuals responding to local stimuli, so the things that are happening right next to them, create these incredible, beautiful emergent structures that look like they're one entity, one mind, one brain. And so that really fascinated me, this idea of a collective body made out of lots and lots of individuals. And so there's the response to local stimuli within the structure, and then there's also the forces of predators or of nature that come in, that cause this giant collective body to move. So between the hierarchical nature of a ballet company and these emergent structures in nature, I was finding my content for the piece. I gave the dancers a kind of choreographic alphabet, I guess, and then gave them sort of systems and structures to help them take that alphabet and repurpose it into phrases of choreography that they would basically build themselves. And then I would take those big phrases and put them together. I mean, we approached certain scenes like that. We didn't make the whole piece that way. But it enabled me to make quite complex systems of choreography very, very quickly. And I was trying to echo what happens in nature. I was trying to echo that individual creature responding to local stimuli and responding and creating something out of that. When you're in a flock of birds, for example, and you're flying in a flock, you have a bird in front of you, you have a bird behind you, you have one to your left and one to your right, you have one below you, and you have one above you. And your task is to basically keep the same amount of space between you and all those other birds and align yourself in the direction of the flock, generally speaking. And just that simple task is enough to create the most incredible, we've seen them, right? Emergent structures of flocks of birds in the sky, starlings in the fall. These incredible entities that just move and flow like water and morph these sculptural shapes. But each of the individual birds is adding their own piece of that incredible structure. I hope that audiences will experience what we experienced in the process of making the piece, which was a kind of fascination and love for this idea of synchrony, this idea of connection and of building something that is larger than us. And I think there's something about synchrony that really resonates with people. It's as if we're always divided from each other and we're craving unity. And so when we see it, we recognize it. It's beautiful to us. It's also familiar and it rings true in a way.